So have I been walking around Asda before, for example, and had one of my guides tap me on the shoulder and be like, Ceryn, there is absolutely something we need to tell you right now? Yes, that has definitely happened. Have I been sat out for dinner with friends or drinks with friends in some beautiful old building, and that happens a lot in this part of the world, and seen or heard or felt an echo of the past, or a spirit from the past, an energy from the earth there that really wants to be heard? Yes, absolutely. Have I at some point been in a conversation with somebody totally unknowingly and have a family member of theirs or a friend of theirs step in and be like, can you please tell them this? Can you just... Yes, I definitely have. In the same way I've been in conversations with people and seen something out the corner of my eye and been like, really trying hard to concentrate on this conversation, but there's something going on over there. The fact of the matter is that just like with our phones, we get to decide what we do and don't want to engage with spirit. And the more that I actually think the more that we decide that, and the more that we follow that decision, trust our discernment, go with our own gut on it, I think that builds our connection with spirit further. So for me, for example, in the examples I just gave, there are times I've been walking around Asda and my guides have got in touch with me and I've been like, guys, you'll have to come back in half an hour. I've got a trolley full of food. I am really busy. This shop is really busy. I just can't stop. Come back in half an hour and we'll talk then. There are other times that I've gone, okay, this feels important. I've got the capacity for it. Let me get my phone out and start frantically typing notes. There are times I've been out for dinner with friends and I've been like, guys, no, this is me time. If you want to connect with me, you can do it later. It's totally fine. There are other times that I've been like, okay, actually, this sounds really interesting and I really want to hear. And maybe the friends I'm with are open-minded enough that I can be like, guys, do you know about the history of this place? Equally, there are times I've been in those conversations and I've seen or heard things and been like, just a sec. There's just somebody over there and I just need to tell them to go away. Or there've been times when I've been like, no, this conversation's important. Do you need to back off? I do that with clients quite a lot when I'm counselling. And, in that moment, I think the biggest one for me, the toughest one for me, is that thing about when friends and relatives of this person I'm talking to come in. Because I was always taught you do not give a message unless somebody's asked you to. It's really inappropriate. I've heard before of mediums stopping people on the street and going, excuse me, I've got your grandma here. Like, that's just rude. No, you wouldn't do that to a stranger. And so I don't do that. Like I might listen to the guidance that the spirit has to share and try and integrate it into the conversation in some way. Or I might just not. I might just be like, you know what? If you want them to talk to me, you give them the sign that they need to come and get a reading and I will happily talk, or that they need to ask me and I will happily talk to them about it. So I think for me, it's a lot about, yes, spirit are there all the time. I have boundaries of when they can and can't talk to me, but they're there all the time. And that's the everyday stuff as much as it is the very sacred stuff where I'm taking it very, very, very seriously. And equally, it's about getting to choose. Like just like we do with every relationship in our lives, it's about trusting ourselves when to say, yes, now you can talk to me, and no, now I just don't have the capacity. You'll have to come back later or whatever. And I think that's a really powerful thing. So I just want to share that with you to remind you that as you're connecting with spirit, you get to call the shots. And the more you do that, the more you actually take the power of your connection